It cost $450,000 to restore that Rosa Parks bus. It's a beautiful bus. I went there, took digital pictures of it. I bought this bus. Now you want to know where this bus came from. This bus was owned by, you're going to recognize this name, John Travolta's production company.
Wow.
Anybody raise your hand if you ever saw a movie. I'll make this a question. It was a movie with John Travolta playing a woman and Queen Latifah.
Yes.
What's the name of the movie?
I'm actually on the bus. It is not the original bus, as you can hear here.
Hairspray. Hairspray actually is a movie about discrimination, right? And how we treat people differently. When they were done with the movie, filming in Canada, they sold the bus. I bought the bus. I'm a private lawyer out of New York State. I transported to Buffalo, New York. In Buffalo, New York, I took the digital pictures that I had of the Rosa Parks bus and had them painted on the outside. People then asked me, well, Mr. White, why didn't you put new chrome on the handles? I want you to do me a favor. Put your hands on the handlebar in front of you. Rub your hands. Your hands will be a little bit dirty. You feel that? You call that age. You feel that? That's history. Somebody 55 years ago touched that.
Yep.
Somebody was told to sit in the back, touch that.
Yep.
Okay? And that is why we decided not to redo the inside. You should also know about this inside. We decided back in the day, if you're about my age, I'm 51, you remember buses had advertisements going all up, Coca-Cola, donuts, right?
Yes.
That's the only thing I didn't want to be the same. I said, we need to educate people about the civil rights history.
Tillman.
Right?
I'm surprised you had Tillman there.
Okay, who is this?
That's the young boy that looked.
Emmett Till.
Yeah, he looked at the little white girl and he got killed.
He looked at the little white girl. They said he whistled.
Yeah.
And you got two buttons. Give a button to somebody else. Give a button to somebody else. Oh my goodness. All right. So listen. If you look while you're sitting here listening, you look all the way around. You see it's a chronological listing of the civil rights history. I wanted people to learn. I also wanted people to smell history. When you get on this bus, do me a favor. Go. That's old. You smell that? It's not mildew. It's just old. I wanted kids and adults to see history. So I installed 2 drop-down DVD screens. Later on tonight and tomorrow, we'll be showing mini movies about the Montgomery bus boycott. Also, what you don't see is we got they're discreetly hidden in here speakers.
Yeah.
So I can plug a DVD in it. You can actually hear Rosa Parks talking about what happened that day in an interview. Now let's go over history a little bit. Rosa Parks sat in what seat?
The middle section.
The middle section.
Yes.
First seat in the middle section.
First seat in the middle section. Which seat is it? Identify the person sitting in Rosa Parks. You know what I'm doing? Yeah. Right. Okay, now we're going to play a little recreation. We're going to do a little recreation of history. All right? I'm going to tell you what happened. Bus driver said, hey, listen, all these seats are full. Those seats were called no man's land. Black people, when you're sitting, ma'am in the purple, you rolled it today, right? Anybody could sit in those seats unless these seats got full. And if these seats got full, black folks had to get up and move.
Yeah.
Rosa says on the tape, she says, everybody thinks I was sitting in the front of the bus. She was not. I can tell you, people literally knocked me over to get to these seats. They think that's what she was sitting.
No,
they're wrong.
You're
sitting there. She was sitting in no man's land. So this is what happened. This is what happened. You ready? Yeah. Cop comes back and he says, you gotta move. You, yes, stand up. You, stand up. And you, sir, in the cab, stand up, move. Go towards the back door. Rosa, scoot around there. Let the man out. Alright, he said excuse me, he was being a gentleman. Alright, so they go towards the back. Rosa does not move. She doesn't move over. No, don't make yourself comfortable. She stays right where she's sitting, and then eventually calls the cop. Cop comes, walks down the road, and says, ma'am, you will have to move. And what did Rosa say to him?
I'm tired.
Okay, listen. Then he said, ma'am, if you don't move, I'm going to have to arrest you. What'd she say? Basically, you're right, but what she ended with is, well then, sir, you will have to arrest me. Right?
Yeah.
And Rosa Parks was arrested. Now I want to tell you something else that a lot of people don't know. A lot of people think Martin Luther King, Ralph Abernathy started the bus boycott.
No.
I don't know, unless you heard me another one.
I know.
You ain't cheating?
Who
started the Montgomery bus boycott? Just you don't have to give me their names. Just who were they? Women.
Yeah.
Who said that? I heard it from those
the maids and all that stuff, yeah.
They were women. Women started the Montgomery bus boycott. Anybody's old enough before?
No, but now they had a whole movie about
machines. We had mimeograph machines.
Women.
And they mimeograph posters that said we're not going to ride buses. One other thing you probably don't know about the civil rights movement, if you read around here, you would know this. It didn't end because the people in Montgomery said, "Oh, we see the light."
No.
A court said you cannot prohibit people from riding in interstate commerce and discriminate against them. And that's when they did a lot of negotiations, but what ultimately ended it was a court decision, and then the boycott ended. Now, let me tell you, people say, "Well, why, Mr. White, do you have this bus? Why would you do this?" Because people, particularly our young people, I do not believe, have a sense from whence we came. And they take so much for granted. If they knew what Jim Crow looked like, if they knew that they couldn't drink at the same water fountains, I think, this is my opinion, they wouldn't be cutting up as much as they would. They would have an appreciation of the distance that we travel. So when we get on this bus and they smell the history, they see people getting dogs on their legs, fire hose at them, they get a sense as to the sacrifices that were made for them to be in school. Right? So, if you ever want the bus, I don't charge anybody a dime. If you need it to come from New York to some other state, let me know. We only require you pay for the transport of the vehicle, put it on a flatbed. It is available for your use. If anybody wants a card from me, feel free to get one. God bless.
Thank you.
Yes, you had a question? Rosa? Oh, hold on now. Go ahead down. Rosa's...
I did some civil disobedience back then, but I was stationed in Montgomery, Alabama. A young lady asked me I was there. I was 17 and a half in 1963 when the original speech was made.
Okay.
And Montgomery, this is the buses that they had.
Yep.
I remember saying that.
Absolutely is.
In Montgomery, Alabama.
I'm glad you said that. And that was my sense. I wanted people to literally step back in history and really see what it was like. And I think then, if you ever, Dr. King said, it's important that we even remember the ugly pages of American history.
Yeah.
Because, by knowing what is ugly, you know what's beautiful. You can make a comparison. This was ugly. But now what we have, this is beautiful.
Yes.
Right? All right, God bless.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay. This is Radio Kakata USA. I'm on the bus. We are about to get off the bus now. After the history lesson.
If you missed from the back of the bus,
I'm gonna start giving out the magnets because I'm not gonna get people out of here. All right, God bless. That's it. No. I'll never get everybody out of here if I give out magnets. All right, God bless. Yep. Okay. No. Take care. That's it.
really? Yeah.
How you doing? Oh, that's when we messed up on the order? Yeah, okay. Oh, you got it? All right, praise God. All right, cool. Nice to meet you. I'm glad you said so. All right, everybody. God bless.
How
you doing, young lady? Where you go to school? How you doing? Like that. I was sharp. How you doing?
Thank you.
Oh, I definitely got that. All right, God bless. Oh, I know.